lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the community. Today I'm very excited to review several products from the new brand Rare Beauty. That is Selena Gomez, the singer. She just launched Rare Beauty, the beauty brand, and I have been waiting to do this video. I'm a little late in the game. I know some of the other people got their reviews up already, but I'm very excited to give you my thoughts on these products. I thought some of them looked very interesting. Also, Rare Beauty has a very good cost behind it from what I read. The cost of the brand is mental health, and I believe the brand hopes to raise 100 million over the next 10 years to support mental health initiatives to kind of bridge the gap in mental health services. So it has a very good cost behind it too. But I am very interested in this brand. The packaging and everything kind of looks a little bit similar to Rihanna's. So, you know, in some of the products that I saw kind of looked very interesting and different, something fresh. So I've been very excited to get my hands on these products and review them for you. I've actually had them for about a week now. I just haven't had the time to film this video. To be honest with you guys, you know, I have a day job, a real job that I do. Without further delay, let's get into the video. I bought a bunch of items from the brand. I have in here in my Sephora bag. I wanted to get as many products as possible and review them for you guys. So let's get started with the foundation. So I have the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation here in the shade 370 Neutral or 370N. So this is what the packaging looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's very like minimalistic, very like slick packaging, if you ask me. I think they did a good job on packaging, kind of similar to Fenty Beauty type packaging. So this is what the foundation bottle looks like. I think it's really cute. The little ball up here, it's kind of cute and new. And the frosted bottle, this is I think frosted plastic. It doesn't look like it's glass. And then it has Rare Beauty here in gold. Okay, so I went ahead and did some color correcting. I already have my face primed with Tatcha liquid silk canvas. I know Rare Beauty has a primer. I did not get it because I saw some reviews already up on YouTube, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna give me the kind of, you know, canvas, the smooth canvas that I want. My skin has some texture, so I decided to not pick that up. So I went ahead with Tatcha's Silk Liquid Canvas. Let's go ahead with the foundation now. So this is the packaging. I think it's very nice and minimalistic. I think they did a very good job with the packaging. It kind of reminds me of, it's like a soft matte kind of touch. Kind of reminds me of Fenty Beauty packaging. So I got it in the shade 370N, so that's 370 neutral. And this is what the bottle looks like. I think it's kind of cute with the ball on top, and then it says Rare Beauty here in gold. It's kind of like a large concealer bottle. It's kind of cute. It's a frosted plastic component. It's definitely not glass from what I can tell. So yeah, I mean, it's travel friendly, and it's kind of, you know, small enough to stick in anything. And I do love the fact that it has this doe foot applicator, which people might argue that it's not sanitary, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, your concealer has the same type of thing. I mean, you know, anyway, and you're the only person using your foundation, but it doesn't bother me. The one thing about this foundation, actually, the girl at Sephora told me too, that this is an elixir foundation. So you do have to shake the bottle well. You hear the little balls in there, to steel or some kind of balls in there to help you kind of mix the foundation. Just remember, I didn't see any reviews mention this, that you really do have to mix and shake the bottle before you start applying the product. So let me go ahead and grab a large mirror and let's start applying the foundation. Hopefully this shade is good, guys. Because of COVID, you can't really try anything on in store anymore. Looks okay. I hope it's good. I mean, let's see when I blend it out what it looks like. Sometimes in different lighting things can look different, you guys. So I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sponge on one side, and I'm going to use a brush on the other side, and we'll see if there's a difference. I did not pick up the Rare Beauty sponge. It looked a little too porous for my taste, and it seemed to absorb a lot of the product. So I decided to go with, I mean, any sponge is fine. So I just decided to go with my Beauty Blender. It's slightly damped. It's not very wet. It's very lightly damped. So I'm gonna do my right side with the sponge, and I'm gonna do my left side with the brush. So I went with neutral, you guys. I mean, I suppose I'm supposed to have like warm undertones, and I do, but I'm more like in the middle. I'm not too warm my skin tone. So this, I noticed in this line, the warm shades are really warm, like yellow, you know, a lot of yellow undertone. So that just didn't work out for me. Like the 370 warm, for example, was not right because it was way too yellow for my taste. So this neutral is perfect for me. Undertone in this line. This kind of reminds me, Charlotte Tilbury is the same. Like they say neutral, but even then neutral, even cool tones tend to have warm, like yellowness a little bit. So this line, what I'm trying to say is this line tends to lean on warm undertones. So that blended out really, really well, and the product almost seemed to absorb into like the first layer of my skin, sort of like a serum, you know. And it blended well. I mean, I gotta say, it doesn't have much coverage. I would say it's very like a medium kind of coverage. I might go in with another layer here. Once I do the other side, I'll assess the situation at that point. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend my other side with my Hourglass brush. This is one of my favorite brushes because it has really a soft dome head that does get the job done. Wow, this brush is perfect for this foundation, you guys. It's blending it out like a dream. So yeah, I mean, the brush is working out really well too. I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of brush you use too. This one has a really soft dome head, like I said. So I'm going to have to, as you can see, I have 2 pimples I got from my, you know, that time of the month over here that are hormonal acne. It's still like under the skin kind of there. So it didn't cover it at all really. So I will probably have to go back again with another layer. So I'm just gonna do one more layer. So this is what the skin looks like after the first layer, and I'm now noticing that the foundation is too dark, either too dark or too yellow. Do you guys see how my skin tone down here is compared to this? So it seems, again, this is neutral, you guys, and even neutral is too yellow for me. I think I might have to go with like one of their cool undertone ones. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's either that or it's too dark for me. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Yeah, so this might work in the summertime for me, but probably not in the winter time. So I'm gonna use my sponge this time around on both sides. So yeah, I had to go with 2 layers just to cover my acne scarring here, acne marks here. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say this foundation kind of blends like a dream though. I mean, 1, 2, 3, it's done, you know. It just kind of absorbs right in. And I would say for a light coverage foundation, It doesn't emphasize any texture. It doesn't sink into the texture and emphasize the texture. That way, a lot of those serum type foundations tend to sink into the large pores on your face and kind of settle in there. This one does not. That's a good thing then. Okay, so that's after the second layer. As you can see, my skin's definitely lighter than the foundation. This is neutral undertone, but you see how it's still really, really warm, even though it's neutral. So I might have to get the 370 cool. I don't know. I'm not definitely cool undertoned, as you guys can see. I'm more like I'm warm, leaning warm, but I have some neutralness to my skin. So yeah, it's looking a little too yellow for my taste. It's a shade thing. It's not a testament to the foundation's performance at all. I would say that one of the great things about this foundation is that it's not settling into the fine lines. I am not noticing that happening at all. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer. So I have it in the shade 340 Warm. So this is what the component look like. It's the same as the foundation. It just it's smaller and yeah, same type of packaging. And this is what the component looks like. Do you see that this is not a ball? It's kind of a flat one for this one. It's kind of cute. It's keeping with the same theme, same gold name right there. So I got it in a lighter shade. Let's go ahead and conceal. I gotta say, you guys, I'm very picky about concealers. So very few concealers make me happy. My ride or die, most favorite, all-time favorite my all-time favorite concealer is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. So to get exactly what I want, it is rare. Oh, get it? Anyways, so this is what the doe foot looks like. It's kind of like a kind of a square tip here, angle tip, interesting shape. So let's see how this is gonna work out. It's kind of creamier than I thought it would be. It's very creamy, actually. I thought it would be more on the liquid side, but no, it's a little bit creamier than I expected. So. Okay, actually, that is a good concealer. It did not at all settle into my fine lines at all. That is actually a pretty good thing. And it blended out super nicely. Did you guys see that? I mean, it just blended out really nice. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a high coverage concealer whatsoever, but it's a nice amount of coverage, I would say. And it definitely covered my like darkness. I mean, I know I had color corrected, but it covered the redness of the color corrector. And yeah, it did the job. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the most high coverage one that, you know, helps you conceal the whole thing, kind of like, you know, totally lightened or whatever, but it did a decent job. I mean, for a very light makeup day, especially, even, you know, going to work, for work, this would work out. You know, I think it's a good concealer. The fact that it doesn't at all settle into fine lines, that's a plus in my book. Since Rare Beauty doesn't actually have a powder, they do have this sort of blotting kit, but that's not really a setting powder. So I am going to go in with something else to set under my eyes. Tom Ford, my Ride or Die Tom Ford powder. So I'm just gonna go in with that. I'm gonna just go ahead and do a little light contouring on my eyes real quick with my bronzer. I'm not gonna do like a huge eye look today because I want to test out the Rare Beauty eyeliner, and I don't want to do like a huge heavy eye look at all. I want the liner to shine on its own. So I'm just gonna do a little light contouring of my eyes. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for my eyes. So what should I try next? I think I want to try the eyeliner now before I go in with other stuff. So this is the Perfect Strokes matte liquid liner in black. So this is the same packaging, same thing. Let me go ahead and take it out. Let's see what it looks like. From what I know, it looks really cool. So yeah, this looks like a pen, almost like a stylus of a tablet, and then it has, you know, Rare Beauty lettering there. It has Rare Beauty right there in gold. So yeah, it's a clip, you know, cap you pull off, and the brush tip looks like this, and it's actually a brush tip, not a felt tip. It's actually a little brush tip, which is a requirement for me. I do not like felt tip liners at all. It has to be a brush tip, and it has to be very fine like this. So A+ for that. Let me go ahead and try this now. I hear this is very easy to do eyeliner with. Oh, it's very black right off the bat. Yeah, that was super easy. I literally just did it in 3 seconds. Yeah, that literally took me 3 seconds to do. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, guys, the eyeliner is very easy to use. I would say it's super beginner friendly type of eyeliner pen. If you're a beginner or someone who has a hard time doing a wing liner, this is for you. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face a little bit first with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer here before I go in with the Rare Beauty blush. From what I know, they don't have bronzer yet. So I'm just gonna warm up my face a little bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and set my face right now and then put the liquid blush on top. So I'm gonna set my face with the Gucci powder just very lightly because I don't want it to interfere with the blush performance at all. Just a little bit of setting, like more like buffing, you know. So that's all I'm gonna do, literally just a little touch. Okay, now I wanna go in with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Joy. So this is the color that looked the prettiest to me, same packaging and everything. So this is what Joy looks like, the components, same frosted plastic, and it says Rare Beauty here, just like everything else. So, and it has this same cap as the concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and dot it onto my cheek. So I put like 4 dots like that on my cheeks, and I'm going to go ahead and blend it and see what it looks like. And again, I'm gonna use the sponge on one side and the brush on the other side and see what happens. So here we go. So that blended like a dream. That blended real quick, and that shade looks so pretty, and the finish is just beautiful and dewy, lightly dewy. I would say like a radiant finish more like than dewy. And then I'm gonna try this side with the brush, see if that performs differently. Of course the pigmentation is much more with the brush. As you can see, it's a little crazy with the brush, and on this side it's not as prominent. My face eats blush, you guys, so in this case this is actually a good thing. I know it looks a little harsh right now, but I tell you what, here in 2 seconds it's gonna be gone. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put more on this side with the brush and match the pigmentation. Then I'm gonna go lightly dab with the Beauty Blender to kind of tone it down. I like to bring my blush to almost to the nose, right here to the apples of my cheek, because that's exactly how you blush naturally or flush in the sun too. So that's how you want to do. So I would say I love this blush. It's a radiant, gorgeous, radiant finish. Doesn't settle into the fine lines. It's perfect. It blended in 2 seconds. It's a dream. I mean, these products are very beginner friendly. I'm starting to notice. So yeah, love the blush, you guys, already, I can tell you. Like it, like it, like it. Next, I want to try the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. So it's the same exact packaging as everything else. These luminizers are huge. I mean, I'll show you. I'll compare that to the size of the blush here. So here's the blush. It's tiny next to the luminizer. So I'm a little confused about that. I think they should have been switched. I think I use more blush than I do highlighter. It will take me a long while to go through this. These are huge, you guys. Humongous. This is almost as big as the foundation. It feels like this one is glass. Is it? This has the same Rare Beauty name there. And it has actually a full ball, just like the foundation, not the flattened pinched one. So anyway, apparently this shade is Selena Gomez's favorite shade. So mine too. So let me see how this works. So let me do the same and dot the top of my, just the cheekbones. I'm going to put a little up here, a little down the nose. Cupid's bow, a little on my chin. And now I'm going to go blend it out with a sponge, I think. Now I'm gonna try other side with my finger. So this is how it blends out with a sponge. Oh wow, guys, that is a very ethereal kind of glow. It's not bling, like it's not like something you can see from the space, but it gives you this kind of lit from within kind of beautiful radiance, which is what I really want from a highlighter mainly. Every now and then I am in the mood to kind of glow to the gods, but most of the time I am just looking for something to give me that glow from within look, like this luminizer. I'm gonna just blend my chin with the sponge, and then I'm gonna use a brush for the other side. I use the same brush because I forgot to get a different brush for the highlight. That's okay. This works just fine. So yeah, same with the brush. Same with the highlighter with the brush. It's gives you more, you know, oomph with a brush. But I would probably go over this with sponge again, just to even things out. So yeah. With the brush you get a lot more kind of bang, as you can see. So I'm gonna just go ahead and even this side out with my sponge. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down the middle of my nose with both brush and sponge. This is very much a glow from within kind of highlighter. It's not something you can see from the outer space. Not a lot of bling, you know. But I love that ethereal kind of glow from within radiance it's giving me. I just hope it stays on my skin over time, because my face, again, eats products pretty easily. If it stays on, yeah, this is very much the kind of very glow from within glow highlighter that I would love for every day and for work, things like that. So next is the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Praise. This is what the packaging looks like. So sort of similar, but the actual box is the color of the balm inside, which I think is nice. And then here is what the component looks like. It's kind of really cool. I mean, do you see that? This is like, you know, flat on this side and round on this side, and it says Rare Beauty right up here. My camera is having a hard time focusing today. It's actually, I think, magnetized. Yeah, that's really cool for them to have done that. And I think it's really cool packaging. So this is what the balm shade looks like. Let me swatch it on my hand here real quick. So it seems very kind of moisturizing, radiant kind of lip balm. So let me go ahead and apply it. It's actually very pigmented. Feels really nice. Very moisturizing, I would say. Yeah. This is like a corally shade I got. So this is what the lip balm looks like. It's very moisturizing. Almost, there's almost like a coconut oil vibe in this. But no, it doesn't taste like coconut oil. It just kind of feels like that sort of moisture in here. Yeah, I like it. It would be really good for, like, you know, in the summertime or whatever, when you don't want to wear any makeup, just like want to wear like a light BB cream or this foundation, which is pretty light, and then put on a lip balm. This would be enough, because it's pigmented enough for it to be like a lip color, you know. So yeah, I like it. So let's try out now the actual liquid lips. These are my favorite from what I've seen so far. These are the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Creams, and this one is in the shade Inspire. So again, the outer box is the same color as the actual liquid lip inside. And from what I hear, this is the red one. This is Selena's favorite. So here's the component. So the actual component is the color of the actual shade inside. It has that Rare Beauty on it, just like everything else. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's pinched. And you can apply on both sides, and I think it's a good design. These are supposed to be matte, you guys, but I don't think they're true mattes. These have a very kind of moussey, a little bit of a moussey texture, and they're not drying at all. So they're not like a true matte, but they're going to, I think it's gonna dry down to a matte finish, but more like a comfortable matte finish. And right now it's still a little wet, and it feels sort of moussey and plush on my lips. Very comfortable, by the way, very comfortable. And the pigmentation is sort of out of this world, like really good, considering the texture that they had to maintain, you know, without it being too dry. So I really love this color, you guys. It's really fabulous. It's still, like I said, it's still drying down. Here, when I finish the video, it will be dry, and I'll let you know how it feels then. Yeah, I love the texture. It doesn't emphasize the lines on your lips, and it doesn't sink into lines. It just sits very comfortably on your lips. Yeah, I love it. I do. I love it. I love this shade, by the way. It's really gorgeous. And I also actually bought another shade, you guys. I bought shade Ascend as well. So this is like a fuchsia color. So yeah, I'm also excited about this. Let me swatch it for both of them for you. So the red one right here is Inspire, and this is Ascend in the middle, and this one is the Lip Balm. Yeah, they are very comfortable, slightly moussey liquid lips that dry down to a matte finish, like a soft matte finish. Not really a true matte. It's drying as I'm speaking, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all, and it doesn't sink into lines. Still, it hasn't. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna do my lower eyelash line, and I'm gonna put mascara on, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Now I want to go in with the setting spray, always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. So again, the component is the same as the others, same branding, same soft matte packaging. So this is what the setting spray looks like. It kind of reminds me of Rihanna's Fenty Beauty setting spray. So it has that Rare Beauty name on there. So let's go in, let's see what the mister looks like. You guys see that? So that's what this mister look like. It looks good. Okay, so the mister wasn't like perfect, but it was, you know, decent enough. I kind of got doused a little more on this side than on this side. I guess only time can tell how this performs in terms of extending the longevity of the foundation. That is yet to be discovered, I guess. So the last thing I want to go, so the setting spray is already dried. So this is what I'm most excited about. Actually, the liquid lips, and this are what I was most excited about. This is the Blot and Glow Touch-Up Kit in Translucent. I believe there's only one shade anyway. So this is what it looks like, same packaging. So you guys, I don't understand what everybody's deal was, because I saw several reviews on Rare Beauty and no one seems to understand the purpose of this kit. And people kept trying, it was comical to me almost. People kept trying to get the powder out of the puff because it said powder infused. But guys, this is supposed to be a blotting. This kit is for the purpose of kind of touching up your face, blotting the oiliness away when it gets to be shiny throughout the day. This is not a setting powder. It's not supposed to be a setting powder at all. And even though it says it's powder infused, don't try to get the, I mean, I'm sure there's powder in it, but it's not supposed to, like, you know, the powder's not supposed to come gushing out of this, spraying out of this. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be for the purpose of touching up your oiliness throughout the day. This is like a godsend. I've been wanting a product like this since when I first started applying makeup on my face. I mean, I'm an oily person, especially people who have combo to oily skin. Throughout the day, you guys know the struggle. Like, it looks greasy, and you know, you start to get like oil peeking through. So you want a product like this with barely any like powder in it. You know, it's infused with powder, but something that's just gonna give you like the slightest like veil of something to blot it with. It's not supposed to even be like a, you know, like a powder compact, but this is not supposed to be a powder compact either. The reason why I love this product is because it's not a powder compact, because that's the only option I had before. Like, after doing your face beautifully with your highlighter, with your blush, you know, if you do a liquid blush especially, when you want to touch up your face to get rid of the oiliness throughout the day, you pull out your compact powder, and that's powder. You know, when you put powder on, it mattifies everything, and also kind of hides your highlight, your cream blush, and that nice like glow from within glow, right? So you want a product like this to sort of blot your face throughout the day. How hard is this? How difficult is it to understand that? I don't get it. So this is like a godsend, you guys. I mean, to me, like right now, I already have some oiliness peeking through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and like sort of absorb that oiliness into this puff, which is perfect to not disrupt your makeup, but still like see, it didn't take away my glow. It didn't take away my highlight glow, my cream blush radiance at all. So this is like a touch-up thing, you guys. This is not created to be a compact powder or to even replace a compact powder. That's a different purpose. So anyway, this is powder infused, and yes, if you really dab on it, you can see powder coming. Did you see the dusting of powder? Very lightly, there is powder in it, but not a lot of powder, just enough to absorb your oil and kind of give you a veil to absorb that oiliness, which is exactly what I want. This is amazing. This is a great product, and it's really awesome to kind of slip this into your purse, and this is gonna go into my purse, and this is gonna be a staple in my purse going forward. This is the powder puff to kind of absorb your oiliness or whatever and make it like, give it a veil. And this side you get the traditional, the blotting paper. So let me get that out of here. So this is what that looks like. So these are the blotting papers right there. They're just the usual traditional kind of blotting paper. So you take that and you know, see, I already have oil. I mean, this is the struggle for people like me with oily skin or combo skin. And I love the little thing here, and you take this and you kind of just, you know, dab away that shininess and oiliness that peeks through, oil that peeks throughout the day for people like us. This is genius, you guys. This is a great product. But anyways, I've been needing a product like this. It's gonna be a staple in my purse from now on. Love this. So that's it, you guys, for the Rare Beauty review. I didn't get every single item, but I got a lot of the products. I covered most of the products. Let's see, what didn't I get? I didn't get the primer, and then I didn't get one other thing at least. I forget what it was, but yeah, I got most of it and reviewed them for you guys, and I hope you really like this tutorial. It's an easy yet very beautiful makeup look. I must say, I really love the finish of these products. Even the foundation, although it didn't give me full coverage, it gave me a very natural finish that still covered up most of like the big flaws, like, you know, like scarring and stuff like that. It didn't settle into my fine lines. It sort of, you know, sat well on top very comfortably. No itchiness, no dryness, no oiliness, just right. Remember, the Elixir foundation, you do have to shake it well before using it. Love the eyeliner, which was really nice and easy, just one flick and done. Nice brush tip, precise applicator, really good, very, very matte and very, very black. And I love the blush, the liquid blush. That was amazing. I love it. I'm gonna get it in a few other shades. And then I loved this Blot and Glow kit. This has been something I've wanted since I started applying makeup on my face, and I love the liquid lips. They are, by the way, dried down to a comfortable matte finish. There's still a little bit of, you know, tackiness, like you can see, you know, it does come off. It's not like a completely a dry, transfer-free type of matte, but it is a comfortable, slightly moussey, soft matte finish, which seems to stay on really well. Doesn't settle into fine lines on the lips, and the highlighter was just right for every day, and it gave me kind of like an ethereal glow from within, radiance without, you know, it being a bling, you know, kind of highlight. Even for a no makeup look, that highlighter would work, I think, if you really blend it out. And the setting spray, I'm not sure if it's anything that special. I mean, it works like, you know, any other setting spray, nothing to write home about. I mean, it seems okay, it got the job done. Only time can tell if it extends the longevity of the foundation. We'll have to find out. The balm was very comfortable. Again, it would be a great one for no makeup look or natural makeup look. It's pigmented enough that you can actually make it a lip color, a comfortable lip color, or you can shear it out and use it as a balm. So nice finish. It had a very moisturizing finish to it. I can't really say that I hated anything. I'm excited to see what more they have in store for the next year, maybe in terms of beauty releases. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you can get notifications when I upload. I will see you guys in my next video.